your burger is served. And this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
KFC Phillips are back. 4 delicious meals for just $7 each. That's great news for everyone, except the driver in F1 the movie who only gets 2.5 seconds for a pit stop. 2.5 seconds? That's not enough time to indulge in juicy original recipe chicken. Oh, and he's gone. Creamy mashed potatoes, sweet pie poppers, and a medium drink? Well, the rest of us can take as long as we'd like to enjoy any KFC $7 fill-up. Then see F1 the movie starring Brad Pitt. Only in theaters June 27th. Rated PG-13. Prices and participation vary while supplies last. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Hello Quizheads, welcome to Takeaway Trivia, episode number 275. I'm Leon, your quizmaster from Hereford, UK, and this is another 4 rounds of pub quiz style trivia straight into your ears. If you want to skip ahead and delve straight into the questions, then time codes are in the show notes below. But first of all, let's hear from our community of Quizheads. Mike says hello from Ireland. The quiz has been a staple of our road trips recently. Can you please give a shout out to my co-road tripper Carol and her unparalleled geography knowledge? Hello. Beth Greer says huge shout out to my wonderful girlfriend Roisin. Thanks for staying with me, even though I always smash you at Takeaway Trivia. We started listening to Tat about a month ago and have nearly listened to all of them already. Blimey. Chris says, can you please wish Carly a really happy birthday and relaxing birthday too from our wee family, Chris and Nori. Thank you, Chris. Ellen says, my boyfriend and I listen every time we're in the car, and next week we're starting our month-long road trip through Europe, so it'll be a lot of Tat. I want to give a quick shout out to my favourite person in the world and best boyfriend I could have, Silas. Georgia Bloom says hi to Jess and Sam from Georgia and Frankie. We listen to Tat together when we can and have probably listened to every one by now. Thank you to Jess for introducing us. Lisa Downey says my fiance Ryan loves Tat. We listen together and we're always competitive, and I would say I've won about 1 out of 150 times. Please say happy birthday to him for June the 26th. He's going to be 37, a Wolverhampton wanderer who fell in love with an Irish girl, and now I have him forever on the Emerald Isle. I love him more than the world and want to wish him the happiest birthday. We're off to Justin Timberlake in Belfast for it. Apparently, he's bringing sexy back. Look forward to that. Lisa, have a great time. Ryan, happy birthday. Connor O'Donoghue says my girlfriend Maddie and I live in Canberra, Australia. Love listening to Tat on our countless long drives. It's her birthday on the 24th of June. Happy birthday, Maddie. That's lots of love from Connor. And Gemma Miller says, my birthday is on the 26th of June. I love listening to Tat every week. A special round on Greek mythology would be a wonderful present. Unfortunately, no Greek mythology, I'm afraid, Gemma, but have a fantastic birthday. What is coming up in this week's episode? We have got the Final Fling 54321 returns, an entertainment round for you, but let's start with general knowledge. Good luck. Round 1 is a mixed bag potluck selection of trivia. 10 questions. Fairly easy to get you eased in to this week's Takeaway Trivia. Question number 1. How many players take place in the fictional Squid Games? Question number 1. How many players take part in the fictional Squid Games? Number 2. Which English county has the longest border with Wales? Number 2. Which English county has the longest border with Wales? Question 3. What is the name of Apple's virtual assistant? Number 3. What is the name of Apple's virtual assistant? Question 4. How many sides does a hexagon have? Number 4. How many sides does a hexagon have? Question 5. If you are in Antarctica, which direction would you have to travel to get to the Arctic? Number 5. If you are in Antarctica, which direction would you have to travel to get to the Arctic? Number 6. In health, what does BMI stand for? Number 6. In health, what does BMI stand for? Number 7. What was the name of the ship on which the Pilgrims travelled to America in 1620? Number 7. What was the name of the ship on which the Pilgrims travelled to America in 1620? Number 8. In emails, what does the B stand for in BCC? Number 8. If you were to be emailing someone, maybe using Outlook or Gmail, what would the B stand for in BCC? Number 9. Who directed the film Titanic in 1997? Number 9. Who directed the film Titanic back in 1997? And number 10. Where did the first modern Summer Olympic Games take place in 1896? Number 10. Where did the first modern Olympic Summer Games take place in 1896? That's your first 10 questions on this week's Takeaway Trivia. We're off. Still 3 rounds to go. We'll have the answers to that general knowledge round after round number 2, which is all about entertainment. 10 questions on movies, music and television, starting with number 1. Who won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress playing Fantine in the movie adaptation of Les Miserables? So number 1, who won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress playing Fantine in the movie adaptation of Les Miserables? Or Les Mis, as I think it's also known, isn't it? Number 2, born in 1984, which Canadian singer released their debut album Let Go in 2002? Some great hits on that album. Number 2, born in 1984, which Canadian singer released their debut album Let Go in 2002? Number 3, which James Bond actor starred in Mrs. Doubtfire? Number 3, which James Bond actor starred in Mrs. Doubtfire? Number 4, which animated show features characters Tina, Jean and Louise Belcher? Number 4, which animated show features the characters Tina, Jean and Louise Belcher? Number 5, who had a UK number 1 hit in the 1980s with the song The Edge of Heaven? Number 5, who had a UK number 1 hit in the 1980s with the song The Edge of Heaven? Question 6. In which soap opera did the character Annalise Hartman appear? Question number 6. In which soap did the character Annalise Hartman appear? Number 7. Which city was the setting for the film Blade Runner? Number 7. Which city was the setting for the film Blade Runner? Number 8. Which of the nerds in Big Bang Theory does Bernadette marry? Number 8. Which of the guys in Big Bang Theory does Bernadette marry? Number 9. In the Game of Thrones, what is Arya Stark's sword called? Question number 9. In Game of Thrones, what is Arya Stark's sword called? And finally, on your entertainment round, number 10, who was the drummer for Led Zeppelin? Number 10, who was the drummer for Led Zeppelin? That's your first 2 rounds of questions done. Let's look at our first batch of answers. And those answers will be round number 1. It's your general knowledge. How did you do? Number 1, how many players take part in the fictional Squid Game? It's 456. Number 2, which English county has the longest border with Wales? Shropshire. Number 3, apologies if I'm about to set off a load of Apple Watches and phones. I've got my watch here. Good luck, everyone. What is the name of Apple's virtual assistant? It's Siri. Number 4, how many sides does an hexagon have? It's 6. Number 5, if you are in Antarctica, in which direction would you have to travel to get to the Arctic? North. Number 6, in health, what does BMI stand for? Body Mass Index. Number 7, what was the name of the ship on which the Pilgrims travelled to America in 1620? I've been on the tour of the Plymouth Gin Distillery, funnily enough, in Plymouth. And apparently the bar there is the bar that the Pilgrims had their last drinks in before leaving, going down the Pilgrim Steps there in Plymouth Harbour. The ship was the Mayflower. Number 8, in emails, what does the B stand for in BCC? Blind, as in blind carbon copy. Number 9, who directed Titanic in 1997? James Cameron. And number 10, where did the first modern Summer Olympic Games take place? In 1896, that was in Athens, in Greece.
Psst, your payments are showing. But with Apple Cash, your payments are private by design. There are no public feeds, awkward reactions, or unnecessary payment drama. Apple Cash lets you send cash and messages right in the conversations you're already having. Or, with Tap to Cash, pay someone next to you without looking up a username or scanning a QR code. Just hold your iPhone near someone else's to send. Switch to Apple Cash and start sending privately. Apple Cash services are provided by Green Dot Bank, member FDIC.
You know that one friend who somehow knows everything about money? Yeah, now imagine they live in your phone. Say hey to Experian, your big financial friend. It's the app that helps you check your FICO score, find ways to save, and basically feel like a financial genius. And guess what? It's totally free. So go on, download the Experian app. Trust me, having a BFF like this is a total game changer.
I think we can move on then to your next round. And this week it's a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 round. Yes, question number 1 is worth 5 points. 2 is worth 4 points. 3 is worth 3 points. Question 4 is for 2 points. And question 5 is worth 1 point. That is why we call it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, these questions are worth quite a lot of points, so feel free to pause the podcast whilst you're pondering your answers. Number 1 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for 5 points. What are the 5 permanent costumes that the Village People wear? Now, typically there are 6 members of the Village People, and the lead singer, who was both Ray Simpson and also Victor Willis, also serving as the lead singer for the Village People, they typically wore the cop costume, but also alternated between a sailor and an admiral costume. So we're not including those, because, like I said, the lead singer tended to vary up their wardrobe a little bit. But what were the 5 permanent costumes that always appeared in the Village People? Number 1 again, what are the 5 permanent costumes that the Village People always wear? We're not including cop, sailor or admiral in this one. Ooh, sorry, just having a swig of coffee there. Number 2, name the 4 James Bond film titles that start with the word the. Number 2, what are the 4 James Bond film titles that start with the word the? This is as of 2025. No new films have been announced yet. Obviously, the next one's going to be the Amazon James Bond. But to date, what are the 4 James Bond films that start with the word the? Number 3, which 3 teams compete in the Tri-Wizard Tournament as depicted in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire? Number 3, which 3 teams compete in the Tri-Wizard Tournament as depicted in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire? Number 4, the Pyrenees form a natural mountain border between which 2 countries? Number 4, the Pyrenees form a natural mountain border between which 2 countries? I'm not including Andorra in that question. That's an independent principality that's kind of sandwiched amongst the eastern portion of that mountain range. But which 2 countries do the Pyrenees border? And number 5, it's back. Pokemon or dinosaur? And this week's creature is a Guanlong. That's Guanlong. Is that a Pokemon or a dinosaur? So number 5, Pokemon or dinosaur? Guanlong. We're going to have the answers to your 5, 4, 3, 2 1 round in just a minute. Let's return to your entertainment round. How did you do? Number 1, who won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress playing Fantine in the movie adaptation of Les Mis? That is Anne Hathaway. Number 2, born in 1984, which Canadian singer released their debut album Let Go in 2002? Avril Lavigne. 3, which James Bond actor starred in Mrs. Doubtfire? Pierce Brosnan. He played that role great, didn't he? Having to play the straight man against Robin Williams. That must be a hard act, but he was good in that. Number 4, what animated show features the characters Tina, Jean and Louise Belcher? Bob's Burgers. Number 4, who had a UK number 1 hit in the 80s with The Edge of Heaven? Wham! Number 6, which soap did the character Annalise Hartman appear in? Neighbours. Apparently she is returning for the soap's last few weeks. It's on Amazon at the moment. They're ending it, and apparently she's going to be back later this year. Number 7, which city was the setting for Blade Runner? Los Angeles. Number 8, which of the gang in Big Bang Theory does Bernadette marry? Howard. Number 9, in Game of Thrones, what is Arya Stark's sword called? That's hard to say. Sword called. It's Needle. And number 10, who was the drummer for Led Zeppelin? John Bonham. Your answers for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What are the 5 permanent costumes that the village people wear? I already told you we're not going to include cop, sailor or admiral in those answers because the lead singer kind of alternates between those costumes. But the other costumes that will always appear on the village people is the Native American, the GI or soldier, construction worker, cowboy and biker. Number 2, name the 4 James Bond film titles that start with the word the. First up, it's The Man with the Golden Gun. Then it's The Spy Who Loved Me, The Living Daylights, and finally, The World Is Not Enough. Number 3, which 3 teams compete in the Triwizard Tournament in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire? There's probably going to be quite a few Harry Potter questions coming away over the next few weeks. My son went on a residential trip to London last week, my youngest, and part of that trip was a trip to the Harry Potter film studios and the tour, the Wizarding World, and we told him he'd never taken any interest in Harry Potter. It's all been Pokemon for him. And we said, watch some of the films so, you'll get something out of your visit. You'll know what you're seeing. No, don't want to know. Don't want to watch Harry Potter. It's boring. So he went. He enjoyed the day out so much so that literally in the 5 days since he's been back, we've worked our way through the whole film series. He's loved it. He's already read one of the books. So I'm a bit Harry Pottered out at the moment. But the answer, which 3 teams compete in the Triwizard Tournament in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire? So it's Hogwarts, obviously, that's where it's being held. The Beauxbatons and Durmstrang. Number 2, the Pyrenees form a natural mountain border between which 2 countries? France and Spain. And number 5, Pokemon or dinosaur? A Guanlong is a dinosaur. It was one of the late Jurassic era. That's about 160 million years ago. One of the earliest tyrannosaur to be found. So there you go. Guanlong is a dinosaur, not a Pokemon. Okay, that's your answers to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and the entertainment round done. It's time for the final battle with the end of the quiz. We approach the end of this week's podcast with the end of the quiz. 15 questions pitched at a trickier level than your previous 3 rounds. Are you ready for the final round? Question number 1. The towns of Grimsby and Cleethorpes are in which English county? Number 1. The towns of Grimsby and Cleethorpes are in which English county? Number 2. In netball, how many players are allowed to score goals on each team? Number 2. In netball, how many players are allowed to score goals on each team? Number 3. What is the currency of Armenia? Question number 3. What is the currency of Armenia? Number 4. Which global drinks company owns the Fanta brand? Number 4. Which global drinks company owns the Fanta brand? Number 5. The Charles Bridge can be found in which European capital? Question number 5. The Charles Bridge can be found in which European capital? Number 6. It's spelt Cagliari. I think it might be pronounced Cagliari. But Cagliari, that's Cagliari, is the capital city of which Mediterranean island? Cagliari. It's spelled Cagliari, but Cagliari is the capital city of which Mediterranean island? Number 7. Name Northern Ireland's longest river. Number 7. Name Northern Ireland's longest river. Number 8. What is the primary language of Hinduism? Question 8. What is the primary language of Hinduism? Number 9. In which American state would you find the Pentagon? Number 9. In which American state would you find the Pentagon? Number 10. Which spirit provides the alcoholic base for pina colada cocktails? Number 10. Which spirit provides the alcoholic base for pina colada cocktails? Number 11. Where was Brunel's mighty ship, the SS Great Britain, aground for 83 years before being brought back to Bristol? Number 11. Where was Brunel's mighty ship, the SS Great Britain, aground for 83 years before being sailed back to Bristol? It's now a museum ship in Bristol Harbour. Fantastic afternoon out if you want to take a look around it. But where was it stuck for 83 years? Number 12. In 1867, Samuel B. Fay of the United States was awarded the first patent for which piece of office equipment? I say equipment. Which piece of stationery? Number 12. In 1867, Samuel B. Fay of the United States was awarded the first patent for what stationery item? Number 13. Which wireless technology was named after a 10th century Danish king? Number 13. Which wireless technology was named after a 10th century Danish king? Number 14. In which town is the UK Space Agency based? Number 14. In which town is the UK Space Agency based? And 15. The West End musical Miss Saigon is loosely based on which Puccini opera? Number 15. The West End musical Miss Saigon is loosely based on which Puccini opera? That's your 15 questions on the end of the quiz. Finalise your answers, pause the podcast while you're doing that, take a look back, see if you can answer any more, maximise your scoring potential. But when you're ready, let's find out how you've done.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply.
What makes a great pair of glasses? At Warby Parker, it's all the invisible extras without the extra cost. Their designer quality frames start at $95, including prescription lenses, plus scratch-resistant, smudge-resistant, and anti-reflective coatings, and UV protection, and free adjustments for life. To find your next pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contact lenses, or to find the Warby Parker store nearest you, head over to warbyparker.com. That's warbyparker.com.
The answers then to your final round. Number 1, the towns of Grimsby and Cleethorpes are in which English county? Lincolnshire. Number 2, in netball, how many players are allowed to score goals on each team? 2, it's goal shooter and goal attack. Number 3, what is the currency of Armenia? That is the dram. Number 4, which global drinks company owns the Fanta brand? Coca-Cola. Number 5, the Charles Bridge can be found in which European capital? Prague. Question number 6, Cagliari is the capital city of which Mediterranean island? Sardinia. Number 7, name Northern Ireland's longest river, the River Bann, which is 80 miles long or 129 kilometres. Number 8, what is the primary language of Hinduism? Sanskrit. Number 9, Which American state would you find the Pentagon? Virginia. Number 10. Which spirit provides the alcoholic base for pina colada cocktails? Rum. Number 11. Where was Brunel's mighty ship, the SS Great Britain, aground for 83 years before being brought back to Bristol? The Falkland Islands. Number 12. In 1867, Samuel B. Fay invented what piece of stationery? The paperclip. Number 6. Which wireless technology was named after a 10th century Danish king? Bluetooth. Number 14. In which town is the UK Space Agency based? Swindon. And number 15. The West End musical Miss Saigon is loosely based on which Puccini opera? Madame Butterfly. There you go. That's all your questions on this week's Takeaway Trivia. Once again, an absolute pleasure to be your quizmaster. I hope you've enjoyed the questions this week. I hope you've got some good answers. And before we go, just enough time to leave you with one tat fact. Did you know that Russian cosmonauts used to pack a shotgun in case they landed in Siberia, which would be used to fend off bears? Thank you for playing. I hope you've enjoyed the questions once again. And obviously the world this week feels a bit more unstable than it has done of lately. So be safe, be kind, and we'll quiz again soon. Take care. Hope you're enjoying Takeaway Trivia. Don't forget, we're now available wherever you get your podcasts, so please subscribe, rate and review to help the quiz grow. Also, if there's anything you'd like to be tested on, any subjects you'd like to hear in the quiz, get in touch. You can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/takeawaytrivia or on Threads at Bar Wars and on Blue Sky at Takeaway Trivia. Finally, we're also available on YouTube, youtube.com/@takeawaytrivia. The intro music is There It Is by Kevin MacLeod, available from incompetech.filmmusic.io, licensed by creativecommons.org.